And welcome to the last episode of season 1 of Sakamoto Days.
Did you say the last episode?
The last episode, man.
I don't even have fingers for that.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
He got toes. We're busting out that iCarly shit right now.
Oh, okay. Sam, dude, I had the biggest crush on Sam for like the longest time.
Yeah?
I still think I do.
Yeah, Sam was cool.
But-
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt your love for Sam. Go.
It was actually a really bad time for her doing that show. She went through a lot of emotional trauma, so
Yeah, there's a book about that.
if I could give her a message, I would say I would just want to give her a hug and tell her thank you. And that was it. That was
All right. So let's get started with the last episode of the first season of Sakamoto Days. All right, Mr. Assassin.
it. Yes, sir.
I got some beef with this episode, with this last episode. It
got a
was
lot of beef.
straight booty ass.
Oh, shit.
Like, I did not like this episode.
What about this episode did you not like? What was it that got you like going like, no?
All right, I got two things. I got beef with this episode. I got two of them, right?
beef and chicken.
Since we got nothing to talk about the episode, I'm just gonna lay it all out. All right.
Okay.
So, it's a gambling episode, right?
It's a gambling episode.
And like they speed through the entire gambling as much as they can. Like they're just
Yeah.
like,
Did you say gambling? Oh.
heck yeah. So my beef with this is like the whole thing in general. So like I was thinking that there was gonna be a season finale to this, right?
Yeah.
So it was gonna be like some kind of an amazing episode.
We're under the assumption that Netflix has decided that after 11 episodes, they're gonna pause and
Yeah.
do what?
They were
after
gonna. So okay, so like I'm gonna answer that question. Check this out. No, I'm just kidding. No, check this out for real. So the way Netflix did it is that like it's Netflix. So I was thinking that it was gonna be episode 1 through 11, and the 11th episode was gonna have a season finale thing going on.
Nice
You know?
banger, bro.
Yeah. So like a cliffhanger or maybe like a cool action scene, right? But no, like it's legit like one season, and Netflix just went like right in the middle and went like, that's your first season, papi.
Yeah, that's all we can afford, guys. Sorry, we need to upsell. We need to raise the prices before we can give you season 2. So
And-
it's, you need to buy a DLC pass for this.
Well, yeah, it's basically DLC, dude.
Let me tell you about Assassin's Creed. Okay, sorry. Moving on.
No, yeah, and
Sorry.
it felt like really like, I don't know, like I feel bad for the manga people. If I'm being
Yes,
honest,
yes,
it sucks to be a Sakamoto fan manga.
But
You know?
is that what the manga people are saying? Like, how bad is it? I think I don't really know what the people are saying though.
It's really, I think it's really bad if like you're going off of the manga fan base, because the way the show is structured and like produced compared to the manga, like I think like there's this one specific spot where like hey, Yusuke is literally gonna snipe, so you close one of your eyes, and I'm not even a weapons dude, so like you close your eyes and you shoot, right? But in the anime version, he has both of his eyes open while he's sniping. So it's just like, you know, like I'm like, damn.
It's because he went no scope, homie.
Yeah.
He just no scope.
And he can't even fucking snipe no one, dude. He snipes nobody in this show.
That's more of a character
that's-
flaw.
that's more of a
That's on
character
his
flaw.
fault.
Yeah.
That's not the animator's fault. But yeah, I get it. And then I think the thing that I've heard too is that if you think the manga fans are disappointed, the Japanese people are like, bro.
Oh yeah, because I think Netflix did pay for it. Even though it's produced in Japan, like I think Netflix really did fund this, because they're the ones like that released it.
Again, these are the guys that have animated Lupin and all the classic Japanese stuff. So there's like history here.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say they don't have the stuff. Maybe because we've seen them do cool things.
Yeah.
It's just a weird moment of why this ended up like this, or Netflix or whatever.
And I mean, like, I looked up the company, like TMS Entertainment. And I mean, they make Dr. Stone, right? So, like, Dr. Stone looks really good.
Clean.
And, like, this, I guess, like, well, I was, like, doing some research for this. This is their 60th anniversary anime. So it
Yeah.
makes no sense
That's
why
it.
they're just like, just
Dropping
wing
the
it.
ball, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just really weird. And like I said earlier, there's nothing to talk about in the first, like almost like past the first half of episode 11 until we get to the ending, right? Because it's just the gambling episode.
Right.
And even the gambling wasn't that good. The what's his name? The
Wu-Tang Clan.
yeah, the Wu-Tang
yeah.
Clan guy.
It's like I got this.
Like
You didn't have this.
it makes no, like I don't know if this is like a story issue too, but it makes no sense because he says that he's been bullied, right?
Yes.
So and he had to become the brains,
brains
of the operation, and like Lou inspired him to become that.
That's why he's all over Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would be too, but yeah. And then so like he works himself up because like Lou is basically like the strong, like physical kind. He was like the more brain kind, and it inspired him to become better.
He wanted to impress her.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be, because she's the daughter's boss.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way you can impress her is by becoming the boss.
Yeah.
So he had to. He's not a fighter guy. He's not really that. So, and especially because Lou encouraged him to like be like, oh, you're a smart guy. You can use your brain. It's like, okay, I'll
just
do
like,
that.
Really?
Yeah, big brain time. Hey, brain blast.
Yeah, brain blast. It becomes Jimmy Neutron. That's so
It's
stupid.
a big head, but this is different. Oh shit! It's like, this is. Oh, it wasn't.
That's all good.
This is a different opportunity. But yeah, but he did that, and he's smart enough to run the operation. But as like
Right?
later on in the episode, doesn't mean that the people actually respect you. So there's a couple different things there.
That's what I was like getting to,
and
just to finish my like
fair enough.
my thesis or whatever.
I guess that's kind of what the whole gambling thing was about. Because like you said, it wasn't necessarily like, oh, we're gonna learn how to gamble. Because from the moment in the last episode, they're like, we don't know how to play.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna get into the technicalities of it. It's gonna be cool or whatever. And no,
it's just like literally like
Shin basically bluffs his way because like Lou shows up. He's like, I don't know how to play, and then everyone takes him for granted, and he just flips the table on them. And did Lou win any money?
No, she actually lost because she's like too nice. So like the guy is just like, and then like she would change
that was
her
later
face.
on, the money specifically, because like it was showing them how their skill sets were able to make them win.
You know, I don't remember Lou doing anything. If I'm being honest,
he didn't do anything.
Like the one that I remember is Sakamoto for sure.
Because his thing was having that poker face. Oh no, he was in the roulette table.
Yeah, and like
his
that
thing,
fool rigged it.
His speed was his speed and his thought process that instead of stopping the bar or whatever, he flipped the chips. That was so good too.
Oh
he's
yeah,
like, I'm going all in. Actually, wait, give me one.
Oh yeah, he takes one chip.
And with that one chip, he flings it at the roulette table. It has like a cross on top.
Yeah,
and it hits the cross to keep it spinning. So it makes it go to the hole that he wanted, which is stupid because he can't calculate that. But okay, let's talk about today's.
Yeah.
So it is again showing how adept they are at following the situation and just kind of going through with that. But yeah, you obviously have Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not trying to be racist, I just really like the music. Wu-Tang Clan obviously doing his brain games. So he's counting the cards. He's doing the math. You have a quick little segment about like how he's being able to do that with the math that he's doing that. I like that part. I was hoping we were gonna get more technical stuff because I like the numbered games.
Oh yeah.
But we just kind of, like you said, we kind of go through that. That's really irrelevant because at the end of the thing, this one person versus two people or three people technically, their pots were bigger than his. So he didn't even win at that point, right?
No, he didn't.
So they then go into making it a simple game between them, which was Old Maid.
Yeah.
Which is just a simple, like, you match the cards and then you win or whatever. So
yeah, I never played those games, but
it's a Japanese thing.
Yeah, I got the gist of it.
It's Go Fish.
It's Go Fish, basically. Yeah, you're right. But, yeah, man. Speaking of like those like games, right, and testing like characters' like strength and powers, Sakamoto is like probably like god level at this point, and like even though he doesn't do anything fucking crazy, he moves so fast like Superman when the Flash is running and like you know how Superman looks at him. He's able to move at that speed because like he takes out the criminals like or whatever the mafia dude's like card and he looks at it and then he puts it back and then like he gets the other one and then time goes again, right?
because in real time he's just like this. Sakamoto is just like this, and the other guy goes like, hey fatty, can you like hurry up or whatever? But in reality in Sakamoto's brain he's like, speed, huh? I am speed. Like, and you just see like a after image of his hand with his card, and he does that. He
breaks the laws.
Exactly. So they're just trying to drive in the point that there is no measurement to this man.
He is Saitama at this point, man.
Yeah,
he is Saitama. And which is weird because like the Chinese dude, I keep forgetting his name, the Wu-Tang Clan guy.
There you go. That's why
he's like he notices that he did something. He just can't put his finger on it, which I thought was kind of funny.
So he was Superman.
Yeah,
he was like,
he's
wait
Superman, and like Sakamoto's the Flash.
Wait, real quick. Did you see that Sonic race was the Flash recently?
No, actually.
There's a DC crossover Sonic.
Oh wait, what the hell? Really?
Comic series, yeah.
Oh shit!
Right now,
I gotta check that out. What the hell?
It's pretty good.
That's a good one actually. Wait, why didn't they do that sooner? It's like so obvious.
Because Sonic is really big right now.
Yeah.
Like really big right now, and I'm loving it. All right, gotta go fast.
Because she wants to play, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So the guy notices that like Sakamoto did something. He's all like, "Hey, like I don't know what that was, but you need to chill, right? Like you know." And
you're out of here. If you're gonna mess up again, Papacito.
Fucking sharp eye, dude.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. And to like basically like I guess like move forward. The part I get it, right? Because like the whole episode is centered around gambling. Because like at well, we'll talk about like the end of that little part right now, but.
It was centered on gambling because that was his brain game. So
that was his brain game.
So he wanted it to be like this.
He really thought he was like the Riddler or some shit.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah. He's like a Batman villain, and he's all like, "You're in the wrong fucking show, bro." Like,
DC, that's Sonic.
Yeah, yeah, dude. And all right. So the point I'm trying to drive home is that like he rose to the top with his brains. So he can be, literally they say it, well, I don't know if they like really say it like this, but they say that he's like next to the boss, like he operates everything, right? So it just like really and I get it because it's like gambling, so you're gambling. But in real life, like, well, at least, I don't know, I'm not part of the mafia, right? But they end up betraying this fool, right? And they're just like, all right, fuck, I'll kill him. And then like, nobody goes like, hey, like the boss is gonna get mad if we end him. The boss's daughter is literally right there. It's just like, I don't know if that's a story thing or what, you know?
Lou's dad is dead.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Dude.
So here's the thing.
That makes no sense now.
No, here's the thing.
All right.
Well, actually,
give
you're
me
right.
some knowledge. Yeah, because
Here's
the
thing, though. Okay.
Who are they working for? The mom is dead too.
The new boss, or the guy who took over or whatever. Lou's Chinese mafia group, right?
Yeah.
That fool was like, okay, I'm gonna be big dog so Lou can like me. He only did it so she could like him.
Yeah.
And it's because Lou was like, oh, you're smart. He's like, okay, I'm only gonna use my brain. That's why he specifically said we're gonna gamble for this. He wants to show off how cool he is in front of Lou. But you said the Riddler was more like the Joker. Think of how Joker's people are like, what the fuck is this guy doing here?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then what you need to understand is that in any organization, at a certain point, the CEO or the head mafia guy doesn't give a shit anymore. So they just hire someone else to do the job for them. So everything that like happens goes to that person. But again, the Wu-Tang Clan is that person, but that doesn't mean anybody likes him.
Yeah.
So when they're like, oh, all we need to do is bring Lou, who is the actual mafia heir, back to the boss so he can have the power, he's probably gonna marry her or whatever, then fuck this guy. We can just kill him and we'll be the next cool guy. That's really all it is. These people are animals, man. Sorry. It's rough out there, but
no, like, it's just like, I don't know, man. I was like,
the assassination world, it's pretty interesting.
It's basically like first come, first service, what you're trying to tell me. But
when it comes to money, they lose like their values, which is why the whole point of Sakamoto and his group is that they're there to protect each other because they're family.
Yeah.
We're family, dumb.
I still think Lou could have just been like, I'm the daughter of the whole organization. But he's been leading it technically.
Right. He's been leading.
Yeah, because like the Lou's parents died, and he's been like leading the whole group, and so
the new boss has to trust in him because he's the one that does all the numbers. Essentially, all the money goes through him. So there is no movement or organization without his signature on the paperwork.
Yeah, and
that's it.
The I guess the grunts were just like, we want to be big boss.
Yeah, we want a bigger paycheck, so we're gonna cut this guy out, and then we're gonna bring in the Lou character, and that's all there is to it. But then Sakamoto, and then so Wu-Tang Clan goes like, it's over. I'm sorry, Lou. I'm not good enough for you. And Sakamoto, being the man that's married to the wife, the man that has the bag, he goes, are you not gonna be a man in front of your girl, bro?
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I fucking.
That was it. Oh, he does some interesting stuff. Like he does some weird magic. Oh,
he blows himself
He uses
out of
his
it.
brain.
Yeah.
He uses his brain to be like, you guys are fools. I have already booby trapped your gun. But when you shoot, it will blow up. And all the mafia guys go like, we're so dumb. We didn't check our safety.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
no! And they don't shoot him. And so then,
That's when like.
one time Klein goes like, Sakamoto-kun, it's all up to you, Papacito. And Sakamoto-kun and team do their thing. They kick ass. And yeah, at the end of it, fucking Wu-Tang Clan whips out the gun and he scares the last guy, like the head of the stupid thugs or whatever. He shoots the gun at them and he goes like, oh, didn't you know? I lied.
Yeah.
I used my brain. It's like, whoa, okay.
Stupid. I think
Like, I get it. Like, I
Yeah.
respect what they were trying to do, but I understand that like everybody just wants to be like something more than this. I guess
it's because it's a gamble. You get it?
it's because it's
Ah,
yeah, it was a
whatever.
gamble. That was his gamble at the end. But it's
Yeah,
alright.
I'm done with that first half.
Sakamoto is also Gambit, by the way. He uses cards to slice people.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's Gambit
he's
for
Gambit
a minute.
now.
He's everything.
He's Gambit. He's Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's Sonic the Hedgehog.
He got it all.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go into like the actual like good part. I wouldn't even say good
After
part, but
story,
like the actual like story. Cause
Convenience center.
Yeah. All right. So
Regrouping at the home base.
they're regrouping at Sakamoto store, and they're just like, all
Incorporated.
right, well, you made us waste time. I feel like he wasted my fucking time, and he has to now like pay it back by working, right?
Cleaning up around the
Yeah,
area.
just helping out, everything, catching up and
He's got
stuff.
a nice apron on and all that.
Yeah.
It says Wu-Tang. I read it.
And that's when he goes like, I actually have some information. Well, kinda.
Really?
Yeah. and Sakamoto's all like,
Lay it
okay,
on me, stream
lay
me.
it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the one part that I guess I'm forgetting already. So he tells them, oh, like, we don't actually have a lot of information about Slur. But we do know about I guess like a prison in South Asia was keeping these criminals.
Yes.
And they're all like gone, right? But they left like if they were killed or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
they left dead bodies in the cells, but people can't identify the bodies.
Yeah.
So it's presumed that these 4 prisoners faked their death and are out there somewhere in Nippon.
Yeah. So one of them was literally a meatball. Like he got like fucking crushed. One of them was dismembered, and the other one was with his skin peeled off. And then the last one, if I remember right, he had a bunch of holes in him.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're supposed to be fake
Where
bodies.
are they? And where do we find them made?
Oh, yeah.
Or stats.
In that's okay. I could just you can just redo
Papacito.
it. And where do we find it?
And where do we find these massive 4 criminals?
We find them in Nippon.
But where in Nippon?
Where is Nippon?
Wagarudanos, yo!
Oh, yeah.
Fucking McDonald's. That's what we're saying.
Makurudanos. Hey,
Sorry,
you.
dogs.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're
eating hot dogs.
Yeah, they're eating, and
I
like
just thought it was stupid.
fucking.
McDonald's has been really big recently on the anime marketing. They recently hired Hatsune Miku, and now they're hiring VTubers. So that's
Ooh.
okay.
Hey man, Netflix could have spent a little money and been like, oh, can we actually use a real McDonald's in this shit? But maybe it might have been expensive. Who knows?
Well, it's gonna be weird because that's product advertisement in your anime. That's scary, man.
I mean,
We're getting there though. Don't worry.
yeah, we're getting there. That's why. I wouldn't trip about that though. Like,
Got Adidas.
so they're eating basically McDonald's, and like the burgers are being made by fucking Hataraku Mausama or whatever. Like,
Yeah, the guy. Yeah.
it's like the part
The guy
time.
was like, "That was my big waku."
Yeah, big
My big walk.
And we get introduced to all these like new assassins that are not from Japan,
Yo.
and they all have that emo haircut, and I don't know their names, right?
I was gonna ask, did you get at least the female's name? That's the one I missed.
No.
Okay.
So
That's
we're gonna start up with that one because we don't know her name.
Yeah.
We get like the female with the gray hair, and
She's
does she
wearing
do
purple.
it? Yeah, no,
she's wearing
she's
purple, but she doesn't say much. I think they don't show her, but she was. Fuck, 'cause I have to use process of elimination now. Saw was a guy with something with the head. A part was the guy that was split. He's the guy with the hamburger, and then minimalist is the big dude that's pressurized into little balls because minimalist. And so I don't know what the girl's problem was. Yeah, I forgot.
I don't remember. All right,
she's interesting.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna redo that part, but I'm gonna tell you like something. So just cause it flows smoother. All right, so wait, I got it. Yeah, we're at McDonald's, right? With a new group of assassins that are not from Japan.
Home of
right?
the big whack. Yes.
And Deer Man / Robot Man just tags along, and like he's the one that like put them in Japan, right?
I'm building a team.
Yeah, he's building a team. He's gonna make the Avengers.
The Disavengers.
Yeah, the Disavengers.
The Unavengers.
And then within this Avengers, we have like this
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts. Yeah, we got this dude that like could crush anything basically, right?
Minimalist man.
Yeah, we got this buff dude. He's
American,
huge.
yeah.
He's probably like a good like 7 feet tall or 6 feet around there.
He's American.
Yeah, he's American.
Cause he looks at the burger, he's like, why are the Japanese portions so small?
Yeah, oh yeah. That is true. That's an American thing, dude. And like he eats everything, and like the burger's like this big, and he's able to. It looks like his power is to just crush things.
Crushing, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Hulk or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
That's a good call.
we got
Is this
emo
Avengers?
dude with the pickle problem, right? What's his power?
He is a part, so his thing is that he likes taking things apart. He was the
Oh
one that
yeah,
left the
he's
body parts
he's
everywhere.
a dismemberment dude.
Dismemberment dude.
Yeah, so he's gonna have some
Scary.
kind of fetish like that going on. Because these characters have fetishes for some reason. Like they're whatever they do is their fetish. Like, you know?
It's called a what is it called? Not syndromes, but like they're shoot, something like that. I wouldn't call it a fetish, but yeah, it is their disabilities or whatever you want to call it. Because they're mental disabilities. Because the burger guy, dismemberment guy, he looks at his burger and goes like, I asked for no pickles.
Yeah.
And so he has to take apart his whole burger because he has to make sure. Hey. He has to take apart his whole burger because he has to make sure that they
Yeah, that there's no pickles.
No extra, like, he doesn't trust any people anymore. So he has trust issues.
Trust issues, dude. And then we got I guess he looks like the oldest out of the group. It's like this like oldish looking dude.
The blondish hair guy, right?
The guy with the manga.
Yeah, he had like a lighter hair color.
I don't remember his hair color, but
yeah, he had like spikes, like thingy.
He's telling the whole group like, "Hey, relax, man. Like, have a good time." Yeah. Which that means like he's older.
Yeah,
he's like more like, I guess you could say, mature dude. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming that's the guy that makes holes. Wait, hold on. Hey. Yeah.
So the guy that's reading the manga, I believe that's Saw. So I'm not sure. He said holes.
I think they don't show what he does, but out of the bodies that they had, the guy that was into a meatball is the tall dude, right?
Minimalist.
Yeah, and then the other guy that likes to dismember is the guy that left all the bodies, and then we got the holes, and then
Saw probably. Yeah.
And then the guy.
Dude is Saw.
What's his name?
The dude is Saw. Yeah.
Saw?
The manga guy is Saw.
Oh, then I feel like he's the one that took off the flesh off the body, and the girl is probably like the girl with the holes.
Yes, you're right. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. A body without its flesh. Mm-hmm. So that's Saw.
Yeah.
Because you gotta. And then the girl would be the holes. I don't know her name though. I
don't know.
Let's just call her Void.
Yeah.
She likes holes.
The deer guy gives them all like a hit list.
Yes.
It's basically all the order members.
Negumo, which was weird because apparently he is on Team Sakamoto, even though we haven't seen him this whole time.
Yeah,
good stuff to know.
I think he's on Team Sakamoto's side, but he has to work for the order either way. That's just like, true. You know. So he goes like, all right, these are all the people I want dead, and then the one they all look to is Sakamoto because he's fat, you know. Yeah. And they're like, oh, you mean this fat? He's been giving your organization like trouble. Yeah. And he's just like. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I would consider them all extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then that's when like we just cut to them. The dude crushes the whole table.
He goes because he says they're all extremely dangerous, right? Your lives may be at risk. And then freaking American man goes like, is this true?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
And he gets all up. He's like, I don't know what he says.
He just crushes the table.
He makes an example of the table. He's like,
He's all like, you see this table right here?
yeah.
That's gonna be them. And then
Exactly.
he just throws it.
And he goes like, because if you're lying to us, then we'll just kill everyone around us. Like,
Yeah, they're
so
just
that's
gonna go around on a killing spree.
So Sakamoto has to accept the terms.
Yeah, and then we're gonna end the episode with Sakamoto talking to the Wu-Tang Clan guy,
Yep, so back
and
at the
he's just like,
He just got his first paycheck because he's
Yeah.
for the day. Good stuff.
and like they're basically caught up too with these characters, and then they're like, they're really dangerous dudes, and then Sakamoto and Shin, and they're like, nah, we'll take care of them, and then the Asian guy is like, what? Wow.
So you're telling me there's a chance we can find him?
Yeah.
He's like, what?
He's all like, well, you don't want to fight these guys, and he's just like, well, we can't let them run around, can we?
Oh yeah, it's like they're extremely dangerous people, and that's why we can't let them run away.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, so that's good.
And then we get the credits,
Yeah.
and that was the end of the first season. Whack ass episode until the end.
You're not wrong. This is it could have been an interesting point to stop it,
Yeah.
but like everything leading up to it, even the fight with Wu-Tang especially, I guess it felt underwhelming, and like the issue with leaving every episode on a cliffhanger is that most of those cliffhangers aren't worth the whole week waiting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah.
If you're marathoning it, you probably won't have an issue. But like when you're here and you're paying for Netflix and you're watching this episode and you're like, oh shit, this is supposed to be the last one. At least that's what we've been hearing.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to be the last one. What do we got to look forward to? They made the choice to stop it here. So it must be something interesting. And then everything falls pretty flat. I liked it. Like it had moments of like funny. I've stopped taking this show seriously, just in general.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
And I just like the emotional aspects of the characters, and that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
But to see that all just kind of like not really hit the peak of what a season ending moment should be,
it didn't pay off.
really makes this feel super weird.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
you can totally tell that the anime's probably been done.
Yeah.
They just splice it just for the heck of it.
For the heck of it.
Because you can't even say it's like, oh, they spliced it because like the animation is really high quality, right? Because a lot of these animes, they get spliced in half because of the animation, and like the animators need to keep up with it, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't even like put that argument on there. It's like you got Netflix backing, you got like an old like animation company, and like they've made like longer seasons. Like Dr. Stone is like twice as long as Sakamoto days, you know? And just for them to splice it like this, it's really weird. There's no payoff. I'm sure that those gambling scenes in the manga, like I haven't read the manga, but I'm pretty sure they go by fast because it's just like, you know, they're just like laid out, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe like some really cool like scene paintings, like cool frames. Do we know if TMS is working on anything right now to like distract them from actually putting in the effort into this?
I don't think so. It just says like Sakamoto days.
Because like something that I've been noticing too, and it's not just in animation, it's video games, it's fucking culinary restaurants, we see it all the time, is that just because the company has the name and the money and the funding doesn't mean that the team is still there. Like the old team that made things happen, the people who knew how to work and all that. Maybe it's just one of those things where like the new staff doesn't really know how to make it happen. And that is a bummer, admittedly, because it is the 60th anniversary of the studio. So they should essentially have a better like organization thing going on.
Yeah.
But with everything that's been happening lately and how these animators have been treated and the payments and everything that is just this situation, now with Netflix showing up and kind of like being the overlords of this whole thing, like it's
Like Crunchyroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll is just Sony buying out Sony music, like all the anime, A1 Pictures music, A1 Pictures, and all that stuff. It's a monopoly essentially. So it's kind of showing us what this does to the animation process.
Yeah.
And it's a bummer because I was excited for it. It would look cool once we started. You were excited for it because of the manga series, and I know Japanese people were like looking forward to this.
Yeah.
So it is a bummer all around. What happens next?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to find out on the second season. of Sakamoto Days.
Hypothetically, if an episode drops next week, what do we do?
I don't think so, because it's 22 episodes. So if you split it in half, that's 11. So
but does that mean that the Japanese have to stop broadcasting Sakamoto Days?
that's a good one.
Because then that means the high seas websites will have it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think for like that, like we'll just keep up with the Netflix thing. Plus, it gives us a little break.
Cool.
I really
like that
do
too.
think that like judging like the whole first season, it's just gonna start again. It's not gonna be like,
That's
oh, like this happened in the beginning, right? It's
Yeah.
just literally like the next episode. You can
Maybe Netflix will have like their own version of that,
Mm-hmm.
but you're right. Essentially, I think Netflix just knows that they want to generate hype, and the way to do that is by just fucking stopping shit mid-season. But my point of the whole websites that will have it
Mm-hmm.
on there is, what does that mean for the actual anime fans? We who know what to do, where to go, and all this stuff. To be
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like, does when this drops, will anybody care?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Right now, Netflix is taking a gamble. Is it
Gamble.
worth it? I know.
The
Exactly.
gamble
It's like,
episode.
I say these things because it's cute. Is it worth it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like, it's
you-
gonna be interesting to see.
You're right. If it does continue to air in Japan, it's gonna leak over, and by the time it airs in Netflix, it's not gonna have a lot of views. Like I'm pretty sure the ratings are gonna go down for it. They're already kind of going down for it, and
Hypothetically, the season finale will be out online before
Yeah.
Netflix, and at that point, the anime community, who are primarily internet
Mm-hmm.
people, will have to wait and see how crazy they go,
yeah.
or what their opinion is on all this.
All right.
You never know.
Never know, man.
That's why we're
But
here.
you know how you'll know?
How, buddy?
If you subscribe.
Yeah, baby, hit that like.
Hit that like button. And with all that, that's been the season finale of Sakamoto Days. Yeah.
Let's go get some rum.
Let's go gamble it.
Meat buns.
All right, then.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Is that it?
Ja.
Yeah.
Matane.